Hello and welcome to Mayday Media. We're pointing out a few articles on the internet. We got one here of the Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard vetoes investigation into herself. I've looked up the law. I'm pretty sure she can't do this. I've skimmed through the article. We're going to hit it. Um, Gonorrhea cases nearly double in Europe amid urgent STI surge. And that is not it, buddy. There is about, whew, a whole list of stuff going on, and you have to kind of reflect that with the say it's a word that rhymes with grape, and there's a lot of refugees over there, and this is just what's being reported. It's an everyday thing. You've got these women probably running out trying to help them, and next thing you know, they're fucking gang raped by six of them. I mean, this is the shit going on, and it's coming here to you. And this is just a something right here. Let's not forget women's body counts are so fucking high nowadays too. I mean, it is unbelievable. You're taking a risk sleeping with these fucking things, getting one of these syphilis. I mean, it was chlamydia. There's more in there. We're gonna hit both of these stories and go through them, because they're both important and shit that you need to know about. Before we do, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, help me out a little bit. Let's get into this Dalton character here. Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard on Monday vetoed a resolution passed by the village board last month that sought to investigate her spending. Hang on here, let's go check this out. The mayor's veto power shall extend to disapproving or reducing individual appropriation items in the budget or any ordinance or resolution, except appropriations for auditing or investigating any part of the executive branch. Now, I'm guessing that they're wanting to investigate her, so I don't think she's allowed to do that. By that definition, I'm sure there's loopholes around it every day, but we'll get into it here. The resolution, which received unanimous support from four trustee majorities aimed at scrutinizing Henyard's alleged misuse of funds, it mandated Henyard to submit the village financial records and called for an FBI investigation. The grown-up thing would be for her to just resign, just get out of here, leave town, but she's not going to do that. You have disgraced this entire village and also disrespected each and every one of us, remarked Tammy Brown, a Dalton trustee. Henyard assumed office as mayor in 21, and allegations of corruption during her tenure as mayor and Thornton Township supervisor have been under scrutiny by Fox 32 for at least 2 of the 3 years. This has been a stain in our community, said another Dalton trustee. Henyard objected to what she referred to as attacks on her character. As you can see, our village, our community, myself, we are under attack. It's a shame that people can come to meetings and just tell one-sided stories and not get the entire side of both stories. Residents present at last month's board meeting expressed support for the board's stance. So the residents like what the board is saying about they're wanting her investigated, and she's claiming that you're attacking her character, aka her color. It'll turn into a racist thing here. We're not giving up and refuse to let Tahoe Tiffany take our community, added another. The trustees have the option to override the mayor's veto next month. Yeah, well, I would definitely override it. And okay, here, Fox 32 has confirmed that FBI is questioning individuals as part of an investigation into Henyard. Last month, Fox 32 reached out to the mayor for comments, and the village administrator released the following statement. This is just another example of a few trustees in the village of Dalton spreading lies and false allegations. These are the same trustees that cut the public safety budget by $3.8 million, eliminated the bond for garbage removal, and have charged over $5 million in frivolous lawsuits that the Dalton taxpayers are stuck with the tab. The residents deserve better than this circus. I think she's the one that's done all that, isn't she? Anywho, there's a lot on this. I guess watch a little bit here.
Dalton's controversial mayor Tiffany Henyard is resisting calls to look into her spending. At a village board meeting Monday night, the Dalton mayor vetoed a resolution passed by the board to investigate her spending. Last month, the board passed a resolution that required Henyard to turn in the village's financial records and called for an investigation by the FBI. Now, several Fox 32 reports have uncovered multiple allegations of corruption in her capacity as mayor and as Thornton Township supervisor. The mayor took issue with what she called attacks on her.
As you can see, our village, our community, myself, we are under attack. It's a shame that people can come to meetings and just tell one-sided stories and not get the entire side of both stories.
The Daily Southtown reports the trustees can vote to override the mayor's veto next month, and we have confirmed the FBI is questioning people as part of an ongoing investigation into Henyard.
Well, and this is the same mayor that dresses like gangsters and acts like gangsters and all that shit. I did a story on her before. Well,
if you had trouble today getting...
Absolutely embarrassing, really. Sexually transmitted infections surge in Europe. Latest data shows sexually transmitted infections surged across Europe in 2022, with reported cases of gonorrhea jumping by nearly a half. The European Center of Disease Prevention and Control said as it released its most recent data on Thursday. Syphilis cases rose by 34% the previous year, and more than 35,000 chlamydia cases by 16%, more than 216,000. Gonorrhea cases jumped by 48% to more than 70,000. So chlamydia seems to take the cake there, 216,000. The numbers paint a stark picture, one that needs our immediate attention and action, said the ECDC director Andrea Ammon in a press conference on the data. The STDs can lead to a range of health problems, including chronic pain, infertility, for syphilis, neurological, and cardiovascular complications. Case of lymphogranuloma, the congenital syphilis, when the infection is transmitted from mother to fetus, also increased sharply by the ECDC, although from lower levels. Now, where do you hear about all these syphilis and shit like this from? And what about the HIV? I'd like to see the HIV or AIDS count. I bet they're holding that one back for a certain reason. Untreated STDs can lead to a range of health problems. Oh, I already read that there. Rates of the STIs have been rising for years in many countries, including Europe, although it was stalled by COVID-19. A number of reasons were behind sustained rise, including better surveillance and rise in home testings, as well as an increase in riskier sexual behavior. Really, a leap in infections among young heterosexual people in the latest data, and particularly young women, could be due to the change in sexual behavior post-pandemic, the EU agency said. Change in sexual behavior, particularly young women. Yeah. Boy. It said there was no evidence yet that the rise in gonorrhea infections was due to antimicrobial resistance, but said it would continue to monitor this. Ammon said the numbers were likely the tip of the iceberg as many infections go undetected. European countries need to focus on testing, treating, and prevention efforts, she said. The individuals stop protection themselves, particularly by using condoms, for example. No, the certain people need to kick other people the fuck out of their country and start to go back to a lot cleaner lifestyle. And that ain't going to happen when you got your borders open and the shit coming through that's coming through. Again, here's this. Can a mayor veto their own investigation? And that's basically what I got. Generally, as a council member, the mayor serves as the city's political head, but generally sits as a council member and does not have veto power. Closely parallels the American Federation of Government. So you can kind of Google and find out if she even has the ability to do that. And if it's any kind of investigation, like it says right here, I mean, she don't have that power. And so that's another violation, in my opinion. Anywho, like, subscribe, Toodaloo.